Hi, Gary from Mr. G Shave here. Shave of the day number 56. What am I using today? It's the final part of the three-part series of testing pre-shave on one side of the face against no pre-shave on the other. So the first one was with a straight razor, second one was a head shave, and the third one is obviously a safety razor. So what am I using for this shave? Obviously going to be using the Glyce on the left hand side of my face, so this side. The soap is Zingari Man Wanderer. So there you go, Zingari Man Wanderer. And the scent on this, I think, is, there's definitely citrus in this. It reminds me of something and I can't think what it is. There's citrus and there's definitely something earthy in the background. I'm not sure. But there you go, my olfactory glands aren't up to scratch for this one. But I did smell this before, and I've paired it with the Humphreys again because it's sort of a citrusy scent. I have got Thayer's lemon, but that was too much. And I felt that the scent from the Humphreys cucumber and melon was quite similar to that Zingari Man, so or certainly would match it better. The splash, again from Scott, is the Zingari Man Splash, or the Wanderer Splash. And I'm finishing off the shave with sa.al & Co. Skin, basically it's a men's skincare intense moisturizer. So I'm sure quite a lot of you are familiar with that brand. Hardware wise, I will start with the bowl, which is going to be a Giles Shaving Co. shallow bowl. Lovely, lovely bowl. The brush is going to be the Razorock 400 Aluminium. So let's see if I can see this. So there it is. Razorock 400 aluminium handle, good weight to the handle. I like this brush, really nice. Blade is going to be one of Scott's favourite blades, the Gillette 7 o'clock Super Platinum, so the Gillette 7 o'clock black. So I'm going to try that. It'll be the first time I've used this blade today. And then finally, or last but not least, is going to be the Edwin Jagger 316. Beautiful, beautiful razor. Just show you the back of that. Beautiful razor, this. One of my favourite razors. So, that's all the products. I'm going to get myself ready and I'll be right back. Right, back. Let's get into the shave. Put a bit more water on the face. So left side only. So far, if you haven't watched the other videos, pre-shave has won in terms of slickness. Didn't feel it so much on the straight shave as I did on the head shave. Head shave, there was a marked difference, really big difference. Let's just rub this in. I'm not going all the way under the chin because I'm trying to keep it separate, and I'm going to try and remember to start with the brush on the right hand side of my face so I don't get any of the pre-shave on the brush on the first pass. So there we go. Right, so that's that rubbed in. I've already put the soap in the bowl, so that's ready to go. Right, let's just squeeze out the brush. I don't know whether you can see that. So there's no water dripping out of there now. And then straight in. Right, this is lathering up really nicely. And I think if I'd used the sample in this bowl, or probably the other bowl, the pedestal bowl, I think with yesterday for the head shave, I'd have probably had a much better result. I mean, look at this. This is lathering up really quickly in this bowl. The more you work your lather, the better it is, as far as I'm concerned. So again, I have not tried Zingari Man. This is a first for me. Oh, definitely getting citrus in it. I can't work out whether that's lemon or not, or orange, but maybe orange blossom, I don't know. There's an earthy background to it. Just trying to think. There's something there in the background, like an earthiness to it. Not sure what that will be. I've got to learn what each individual scent smells like. That's what I've got to do. But other than actually trying to get hold of, sort of sandalwood itself, the various ingredients, I can usually identify the citrus scents, because obviously I know those, or anything associated with food, I will more than likely know that scent. But things like sandalwood, I know because of the Taylor of Old Bond Street. That is just the best sandalwood scent for me. Whether sandalwood actually smells like that in the flesh, I have no idea. Just adding some water to this. Don't think it's quite there yet, but it's produced copious amounts of lather. I mean, look at it. But I'm just going to add a bit more water, because it hasn't quite got the sheen I want on it yet. There it is. It's just coming through now. A bit more water and I think we'll be there. So there you go. We're there. So let's get a little bit of moisture on the face. And start on the right hand side, so I don't get the pre-shave on. Right, over to this side. Get some more lather. Ooh. Nearly had a loss of lather there. There we go. Right, ready to rock and roll. Beautiful scent to this. I would say scent strength on this is probably a 4 or 5, more like 4. So with the grain, first pass is is going to be on the side without pre-shave on first. Now, obviously, what I've tried to do with this, oh hang on, I've just remembered, open this door so I don't get the light distraction in the background. Nearly forgot, sorry Sig. Yeah, Sig Solo has been, we've been having a conversation and he was recommending that I either put a towel over the door or open the door to get rid of that light, because he felt that the focus was searching throughout my videos. So yeah, back to the point. I've used a straight razor, I've used a mild razor, and now I'm using a medium aggression, or it's more aggressive than the Merca 34, but it's not as aggressive as the R41, the Mool R41. So with the grain now on this side, so I just wanted to use something that was sort of in the middle of the razors that I have in my den, to see how that performs. And again, it definitely feels smoother on the pre-shave side, without doubt. So there you go, that's, I mean, I'll carry on obviously, but straight away I could feel the difference. So Scott, if you're watching, go and get some pre-shave. That Glyce soap is pretty good and quite cheap. I think you get it off Amazon, although you know, Amazon's stock at the moment of goods has reduced somewhat because of the shipping problems from pretty much everywhere. I don't know whether any of you have heard of the situation, but apparently, I don't know whether it's true or not. I haven't done a lot of research, but I was talking to somebody. I'm looking, as you all know, I've got a problem with my knee, and I've got to lose some weight, and I've got to try and build up muscle mass and things like that, and strengthen the knees to try and postpone or push back a knee replacement surgery. So this second pass going across the grain on this side is straight up. Yeah, so I was speaking to a guy there, and he said one of the biggest problems they've got is that China has mothballed most of their containers because of COVID, and so there aren't enough containers out there to cater or to cope with the demand for import and export worldwide, which I'm amazed. Yeah. Across the grain. He said, yeah, I mean, COVID is definitely a contributing factor, as is Brexit, you know, because, and you know, HMRC with these new import rules and regulations have added to the complication, or added to the woes of people who want to import or export into this country. And the carriers that are associated with that. So yeah, so the world's a very complicated place as far as shipping goods and things like that from one country to another is concerned. So yeah, trying to get your hands on certain goods from anywhere, whether that be the US or the EU, but if you can get hold of the Glyce soap on Amazon, I'd recommend that as a good pre-shave soap, or the Prorazzo. Now I haven't used Prorazzo on purpose this week, purely on the basis that I wanted to stick with the same pre-shave. I wanted to keep as many constants in the software as I could. So the pre-shave was kept constant. I didn't want to swap and change because I wanted the same experience each time with regard to pre-shave, if you get my drift. So, right. Third pass this is. Can't believe I've got to the third pass already. So it's against the grain, so on this side it's straight across. Such a smooth razor. The razor blade, I can feel the razor blade, definitely feel it. Smooth, really nice and smooth. I don't think it's as smooth as maybe the Astra Green, but it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, I like that. I like the feel of this. You know, it feels smooth, but also feels efficient and sharp. So it's a nice feeling. Because sometimes feeling the blade really helps you with your shave. You know, you can feel where you've been, where you've not been. Right, let's go up. Yeah. Not as noticeable on the face, maybe, but it's definitely slicker. Definitely slicker on this side. I can even feel it. Let's put a bit of water on. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, this Zingari Man soap is very slick. But there's a difference. There's definitely a difference. Maybe somebody should try the same experiment and see what they feel. Got to do some pickups. Got loads of soap left. Can't believe I've got this much soap. Gonna put some more on. Try and use some of it up. Very nice. Very, very nice. So pickup pass. Usual areas. So, yeah, I think definitely we have a result, ladies and gentlemen. And the result is 3-0 to pre-shave. I have to say, I didn't think it was going to be as big a difference as that. But you've got to bear in mind that is using the one pre-shave soap, which is the Glyce Soap. So that works. But I have no doubt in my mind that if I were to do this same experiment again with Razorock, I'd get the same result. So, but feel around anywhere? Nope. BBS everywhere. Right, I'm going to clean up and I'll be right back for the post-shave. Right, I'm back. In fact, I've been back a while, but I've done it again. I forgot to turn the camera on. So I've just put the alum on, and I was standing there talking about the weather that we haven't had. Yesterday I was talking about a snowstorm that was coming in. and a snowstorm in the UK is 1 or 2 centimetres or a few inches of snow, so it's not anything to compare with sort of Greenland or Iceland or Norway or any of the northern countries. So yeah, just a dusting for you, but for here we start to panic. Yeah, so I forgot my line of thought. So yeah, I was talking about the weather and the fact that there was a lot of surface water outside. I had to go out and get some medication today, so I had to go to the pharmacy and get this medication. Just wiping this off now. Hardly any burn with this. Oh, so nice. Oh, you can smell the soap on the cloth. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so if you're out and about today or tomorrow, I think there'll still be a lot of surface water on the roads in the UK, certainly around the Midlands where I am anyway, so be careful. Right, let's go on with the Humphreys Witch Hazel. Oh, yeah, nice. Not got a citrus scent to this, but it actually goes quite well with that Zingari Man. And then going with the Splash, the Wanderer. Oh, that's interesting. It's quite a. It's not a clear liquid. Yeah, that's a really annoying scent, because I'm trying to think where I've smelt this before. Definitely got some citrus. It's definitely got an earthy background. I wouldn't say it's got. How do I word this after yesterday's comments? In the UK, if you say you've got wood in this country, it doesn't really register with people. You think, oh, you've just been out and bought some firewood. But apparently in the States it means something completely different, and I'm not going to go into that now. But I don't think there's sort of a woody scent in the background. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not sure. It could be sandalwood in the background, I don't know. Maybe. And there's sort of a... If you were to grab a handful of earth, a handful of soil and stick that to your nose, that's there in the background, I think. But I don't know what that scent is, but that's what I'm getting. And it's a very pleasant scent. Very, very pleasant scent. Really nice. So, that's that. Let's put on the sa.al & Co. Drop the lid. There we go. So only going to use sort of that much. Rub it in between the hands, and it's enough for the head and the face. Yeah, there's definitely a lemon scent. Great shave, great products. I've got more samples to try, and I'll probably slot them in on a few shaves as time goes on. But I've used pretty much all, I've definitely used 3 of Scott's samples this week, and then I'll just throw an odd sample in. I think there were 8 or 9 samples in there. So I'll slot them in, over the next month or so. But yeah, the result of the experiment, as you've already gathered, pre-shave wins hands down. When you do half your face with pre-shave and half without, make sure when you're lathering up, you lather up on the side that hasn't got pre-shave first, and then go to the other, and if you carry on like that, you will definitely know, you'll feel a difference, definitely. I think so. If you don't, I must be imagining things, but I can't imagine that there's that big a difference. So I think it's well worth using pre-shave. Certainly, I mean, it's questionable, you know, there are lots of people with different skin issues and things like that, sensitivities or whatever you want to call it, you know, eczema and things like that, acne, and you know, how oily your skin is. I think I've just got normal skin. I don't think I've got oily skin. But it's really down to each person really to try and decide whether they get on with pre-shave or not. Some people don't like the post-shave side of it. You know, it just depends. You've got to experiment. That's the whole thing, and that's one of the most fun parts of this shaving thing is experimentation with different soaps, different creams. You know, I've got a couple of soaps and certainly one cream that I've got lined up that I've promised I'm going to use or I want to use, and I haven't got around to it yet. So, and I've ordered some more. So, anyway, that's enough for today. So yeah, pre-shave's definitely the winner after a week of testing. I'm going to continue with pre-shave. So, from me and the Edwin Jagger 316, beautiful razor, love this razor. It's bye-bye and I'll see you on Wednesday.